Hello, friends and family. Welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and this is take two. I did about half the video and realized one of my lights wasn't on. So if that tells you where my mind is. Anyway, we are working with, let me just give you a little synopsis here. We're working with the Welcome to the Southern Shores Jesse James Beads Magical Mystery Bead Box. I will be using SoftFlex wire in the turquoise color. I thought it would go great with these beads. They're stunning. So let's talk about the beads for just a minute. I did already decant all of the beads, but I'm just going to go through and show you how cute they are. So first of all, we have this enameled chain. I'm not using it in this project, but it's just really smooth and heavy, and I really love it. And I think it'll be great to put charms on, maybe. Make a great anklet or bracelet. They are really thick though, so I think you can open them up though, so rather than ruin a tool trying to cut these open. Beach Bonfire, that's the name of that strand. There were other strands. There's High Tides and Good Vibes bead strand, and Feeling Salty Turquoise Hishi, that's these. Sunshine and Saltwater bead mix, so that's all these really fun beads that we have right here, along with this amazing ceramic bead. Isn't that something? Is very, very sturdy. It would go great actually on that chain. That heavy chain would really work with that. And these remind me of robin's eggs, don't they? I love the gold splatter on these. Really pretty. You've got fiery reds and oranges like the sunset. You've got these cool blues like the ocean. We have this beautiful metal piece, looks like the sun with the rays coming out. And these two are really cool as well. They have little holes at the top. I was thinking you could connect them like this, or you could connect them like that, or you could stack them like that. I mean, there's a lot you can do with those. And these little puffer fish I am in love with. And they have the little loop at the top, so perfect for earrings. They are so cute. I love them. They're adorable. And then these guys look like beach balls to me. They're just so cute. So we're going to do a 2-strand necklace, and I started it. I'm using this barrel clasp. So I've used this before. And this one's kind of magnetic. So look, it just kind of slides back in there. Yeah. So I've already attached this with the jump rings. This is a strand, which I love, with the pop of orange. And it's already wire wrapped for you. I mean, obviously, you can do this if you don't have the chain. It will take a little while, but I was grateful to have it so that I don't have to put it together. But I thought it would be really pretty on the inside of this 2-strand necklace. So let me walk you through my thought process here. This ombre strand I wanted to keep intact, but I'm going to put the Hishi beads in between each bead. I am going to use some of these really cute, really pretty kind of robin's egg beads is what I'm calling them. These are some lampwork crabs. Aren't they cute? That I had in my stash. So my thought was, I kind of thought it would be funny to have them on top of these beads that look like the crabs on the beach ball. So we have crabs on the beach ball on sand. And then I wanted to pick some of these beautiful colors that were in that mix and the strand. And then this big crocheted bead was also in that, I think it was called High Tides and Good Vibes, maybe. I don't remember what the name of the strand was, but it's super light, but also kind of beach ball looking. or setting sun. You could think of it that way. And it came with these really big bead caps, which I'm glad because I don't think I have any bead caps that size. So, so I was just thinking about how I was going to lay this out, and I think so far this is what I have. I wanted to make sure that it's longer than the inside chain, so I may have to add a few beads. In fact, I think I might add maybe 2 more. We'll just do this. Oh, and there were lots of bead caps. So there's some bead spacer beads and bead caps. I can't believe I forgot to turn that light on. I thought things looked dark. It's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it's just been a wild couple of weeks. It's been kind of melancholy. I'll go more into that later. But just a lot happening. I injured my back somehow. It's getting better slowly. And I don't really know what I did with it, but it's been hard to like sit in a chair for long periods of time. So that's why there hasn't been a video for me recently. So I am trying to remedy that this week. So hopefully I'll get another one out to you the middle of the week. And I think that's all. So let's get some stringing wire. The beautiful SoftFlex, my favorite. Absolutely love these. I don't know that I need this much, but come to think of it, these beads look kind of like beach ball. I have beach ball on the brain, apparently. I don't know why, but it is July. It is starting to get really hot here, and if there was a beach that I could go to, I'd be going to it. So, if you're near water, God bless you. Enjoy. This is the time to enjoy. Okay, so I'm keeping this for reference so that when I go to attach this, I know that this is smaller. But I just thought these little pops of orange would and the delicate chain would be a nice juxtaposition to all this stuff going on the outside of the necklace. And then there's plenty of beads left over to make earrings or another necklace. So we'll see. But I definitely want to make earrings out of these little puffer fish. They are so cute. Adorable. All right, so let's get started. So I am going to put the focal bead on first, and we're going to just bead up the sides. I love this orange and blue combination. Opposites on the color wheel, so it's very, very vibrant. I do like that they included some neutral beads to kind of offset all that bright color. You do need a little bit of neutral to I had to just get that strung so that we could start beading. But I like the neutrals because they kind of give your eye a little rest from all the vibrancy of these colors. Uh, yeah, when I opened this box, the first thing I thought of were these little crab beads that I have. I just think they're so cute. So now we're just going to string. So I like to, when I have beads that are drops, I like to put the pointy end into like a cone bead cap. I just think that looks nice. I got to get this chain out of the way. Got to move it for just now. All right, so I'm just gonna get these on here just to kind of anchor my wire so it's not flopping all over the place, and then I'll just string one side so I can see if I like it. We do have some spacer beads in here. I think I mentioned that. So I'll probably use some of those too. Let me pull some of those out. Okay, so let's put a few little hishis. So if you all are a part of Marcie Creates Facebook group, if you're not, join us, please. But if you are, then you saw my post about my friend passing. She was a coworker and a friend, and we used to laugh a lot. And they did a celebration of life for her yesterday in a beautiful place. If you live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or if you ever come visit, down in Fair Park, which is downtown Dallas, they have Discovery Center, and they have a butterfly house, Discovery Gardens, that's the name. And they rent space out for things like celebration of life. So that's where it was. And in the room that we were in, first of all, the family had beautiful like photo montage on a screen when we came in. And they had that playing, and then the minister, I think he was a pastor or a minister, he came. And it was just really nice. But behind us in the windows, you could see all the butterflies. We were right next to the butterfly house. And I just thought it was so neat because Beth loved butterflies. That's my friend's name, Beth. And she even had a butterfly tattoo. So that was really cool. And when the service was over, then we walked out of the room, and then we were on the second floor. That opened up to the butterfly house, and the butterfly house is filled with plants. It looks like a tropical paradise. And you walk down this wooden kind of walkway, but it spirals around so that as you're descending, you're going around the whole room, and there's just butterflies everywhere. And they also had quail with little babies. Oh my gosh, you guys, so cute. And then we released a butterfly in her honor. So it's very sad. I miss her. I had a hard time with it for a little while. And then, of course, we had the terrible tragedy in the Hill Country, and they're still looking for people. So, and one of my colleagues at work lost his daughter. So it's just, yeah. So between my back and that, it's been not very fun. You know what? I don't think I like these in between here. um, it was a thought, but yeah, I think I don't want to break up the colors. I love this little ombre look, so we're going to continue with that. So anyway, thank you for your patience. I haven't done any videos in a little while. I swear it sneaks up with me too, because I think a few days have gone by and a week goes by. So, but my brain is still kind of crazy over the grief, and I know it'll take time. But good news, couple things. I am officially 100 pounds lighter. Yay. And I had a nice visit with my oldest nephew today and my niece and her boyfriend. We had a really nice time. We had nice conversation. He's going to Denmark the beginning of fall, and he's really excited, and I'm excited for him. And he was just telling me all about his classes and where he's going to be. He thinks he knows where he's going to be staying, but he's not sure. And he's just excited to experience a new country. So I'm excited for him. All right, let's see how we want to get this going. So that looks pretty long. Let's see. I'm glad I took the Hishi beads out, actually. I can add more at the end if I need to, but I think they would have made it too long. And I didn't like the color being broken up. So let's see. So we have our, let me just move these. We have our chain. Yeah, we might need to add a few beads at the end. Let's string this side. And we'll go from there. So thank you for the kind messages in the Facebook group. Appreciate it. And now I got to get back to the videos, and I was looking forward to it. So I had all this stuff laid out. I have so many boxes. The Deedee's Deluxe Bead box is gorgeous. Can't wait to do a video on that. And the flamingo box from SoftFlex, I am dying to touch that one. So more videos coming your way. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And I am working on the curriculum for a new series of color theory videos. I know I have some already in the playlist, but I wanted to do a redux of that and get you guys some newer material and maybe some other color combination kind of ideas I've got brewing in my head. So we are going to I will probably do the color theory starting in August, and so look forward to that. And of course, now with all that's been going on, I did not do the June color challenge video, so I'm going to do that plus the July one. So you're going to get a double header of that. So busy July, which is great. I just hope my back will calm down. If it doesn't get better, I will be going to the doctor. Don't know what I did. Don't know what I did. Sometimes, you just sleep wrong, or yeah, I don't know. It's been real rainy here too. We're supposed to get rain. I've not seen this much rain in the summer. And our poor hill country sure doesn't need any more rain at all. But I did have such a nice visit with the kids. It was really, really fun. Caitlin brought her ukulele and played her ukulele in our backyard. She loves that thing. So fun to see her enjoy that. I love these crabs. The crabs on the beach ball, I think, are my favorite on this necklace. So let me see. I'm going to need to add, hang on, let me just, I think I used entirely too much wire, but that's okay. I'd rather have too much than not enough. Let me slide this down. So I kind of want this to sit about here. Isn't that kind of cute? I really do like that. And I love the pops of orange. They pick up the crab in this piece right here. So we need probably, I'm going to do the Hishi beads at the back. I think that would be the best way to do this. Let's see, maybe 8 or 9. We'll do 9 and see. These will be more comfortable on the back anyway. So funny story, now that I've lost this 100 pounds, and I have more to go, but trying to find something to wear yesterday to the celebration of life. First of all, I don't know what's appropriate for celebration of life. People had all different things on, but I wore black. But Man, I'm getting rid of clothes at like a record pace because stuff just it fits me one day, it doesn't fit me the next. It's wild. So I was pulling all kinds of stuff out of my closet and it was just mind blowing. Well, that's too big. Well, that's too big. The dresses were too big and they were dragging on the floor and I didn't want to trip. So, you know, important safety advice. Don't wear long dresses you're going to trip over. So I ended up with a skirt and I'm going to need more of these and a top, and that was fine. All right, let's see. That should work. Now, how many did I put over there? Because I was yapping. 3, 6, 9, 12. 12. 12 it is. All right. Let me get some crimp beads out. We're just going to crimp the SoftFlex, and it's the, it's a coordinating color, so if a little bit is showing, it is no problem. I cannot believe I didn't have my light on at the beginning of this video. Oh, man. But I have new microphones, and they work great. I kind of have beachy nails on, too. Just for you. Hope you like them. Okay, so now let's do some magic. Let's get our second layer on here. I keep it clasped so it's easier for me to figure out what end is up, if you know what I mean. All right. So, needless to say, my weekend blew by, guys. How about yours? Did you have a long weekend or do anything fun? I did fun stuff today. And now I'm doing fun stuff because I'm making jewelry. That's always fun. And it's soon going to be so hot, we're not going to want to be outside. So guess what? Jewelry will be made inside in the air conditioning. I'm going to save this probably for some earrings. That would be a good size. To do like some loop earrings, that would be fun. All right. Let's get this one ready. This is really fun. When I opened this mystery box, I was so excited. I was like, this is great. So fun. I do love the Jesse James mystery boxes. They always do such a good job with the theme and all the little things they find to go with the box. I'm going to try to make this as even as possible, but we'll see. I like the eyeball, as you know. All right. I think it is helpful to have a little extra wire, by the way, while you're doing this, because it's just easier to manage. I think if I were to make it really short, I'm kind of all thumbs sometimes. So if you're that same way, this just is easier. You can use the extra for other pieces. So you're not being wasteful. It's just a matter of being able to navigate the, using your dexterity and making sure you have a good grip on the wire and stuff like that. Just another little helpful hint there. Close that up. And off camera, I am going to add some crimp covers so it doesn't scratch. Or if you have the magical crimp pliers from SoftFlex, then you can make that into a little bead. All right, so here is our necklace. Ooh, it's so cute. These little crabs crack me up. Ugh, love the colors. I just think of sunsets right over the water. Don't you? A little fun in the sun with the beach balls. Little crabs crabbing by. Yes, love it. What do y'all think? I'm glad I just kept these. I think that's really fun. Um, the strand was exactly like that. I didn't change a thing. And that's also what's nice about the Jesse James beads strands. You can just string them. They're already strung, they already thought about the design for you. But this is a fun, fun necklace, and I can't wait to wear it with like a white top and some jeans. If you're going to a cookout, how fun would that be? Or if you go into a bonfire, or maybe there's some fireworks at a lake by you. Yeah. Stay tuned for earrings with the puffer fish because, yeah, I am in love with these. They're so darn cute. And yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for being patient again with me not being around this last couple weeks, but I am back and excited to share more designs with you. So let me know how you like this in the comments. Give me a shout out. Like and subscribe if you're not. I'd love to have you. And make sure you're subscribed because it does help me a lot with the algorithms, the YouTube algorithms. I'm not going to retire from my proceeds from YouTube, but it does help with the algorithms to get more people to look at my videos. So if you would like and subscribe, that would be wonderful. And I'm going to say goodnight and thank you so much, you wonderful people. And have a great evening or morning or whenever it is you're watching this. Stay safe. Take care of your sweet selves and your families. And I will see you on the next video.